fans, welcome to Blue Goblin Comic Book Review for books that came out on the week of October 28th, 2009. Massive week for books. I got 9 books to review here, so let's not dilly-dally around. Let's go ahead and just get started. We're going to start off with Detective Comics number 858. It's all about 20 years ago. Oh, man. Greg Rucka and J.H. Williams III. Equals awesome. Yes. Greg Rucka's storytelling continues to be good, yet it's slightly, just slightly outdone by, slightly overshadowed by J.H. Williams III's beautiful, beautiful artwork. I mean, both the writing and the artwork are just remarkably well done. I mean, the story is just going so well. This is an origin story of Batwoman. Pretty sure it's not the first origin story concerning Batwoman, but it's the first one I've read, and I am so thoroughly impressed. This was, to me, in my opinion, this was equally as good as the whole Wonderland story that took place first. Just beautiful everything. I mean, I really didn't find one thing wrong with this book. I mean, sure, the question story at the second half of the book, that was okay. But the real main story is the story with Batwoman, and I mean, this book was so well done. It is certainly worth $4. I would strongly recommend picking that book up. All right, we got a newbie here. Next up, Arkham Reborn number 1. Okay, this takes place after the Arkham Asylum one-shot from Battle for the Cow, and this is done by David Hine and Jeremy Juan. I hope I pronounced Jeremy Juan's name right. But David Hine is a great writer, and he writes a good story here. This is very good. Very, very good. However, remember, this is my opinion. The Arkham Asylum one-shot was better than this. But this was still a good book. I'm not saying this was a bad book. It was good. Very, very good to read. My only qualm with it is that if you're a rookie newcomer to comic books, if you're just starting comic book reading, and if you're not very familiar with everything associated with the Batman universe, odds are you might not understand this book. But if you're a long-time comic book fan like me, and a long-time Batman fan like me, then you're going to love this book. It's very, very nicely done, and it mainly focuses on Dr. Jeremy Arkham, of course, and the Raggedy Man. Just an awesome story, and I really don't want to say anything else without possibly spoiling it. It's just really, really good. All right, next up, Gotham City Sirens number 5. This book was silly. I mean, that's the best way I can describe it. It's a silly Paul Dini story with Harley, Ivy, and the Catwoman. You know, concerning the Joker in this book is just, it's silly. I'm not saying it's a rib-tickling funny, you know, I'm just saying it's a silly book, but it's still nicely written. Gilliam March's artwork is, you know, spot on with this book. Not really that much else to say about it, you know, it's just a silly book, and I would recommend picking up this book if you wanted to read a good Paul Dini story and, you know, be a little tickled by it. That's all I can really say about it, and that's it. Okay, moving along, XFactor 50. Now, this is the last issue of XFactor before it goes back to regular numbering, which I'm getting really burnt out on. It's just, you just got to go back to traditional numbering or start renumbering, or this is a number, just pick a numbering plan, just stick with it. All right, after this is going to go to XFactor 200, which I'm pretty sure is going to be a $5 oversized book. But this book was really awesome. I loved it. Peter David writes just solid stuff here. The conclusion of this whole 80 years in the future with the Sentinels and everything, you know, I'm not sure I got the 80 years part right, but with the whole Doc Doom, Cyclops, and Ruby Summers thing that's been going on here so far, it concludes, and it's very, very good. Just very, very good. And at the end, I'm going to go ahead and spoil this one thing. At the end, we get a preview of the next XFactor book. It comes out in December. We're not going to get the next XFactor book until December, so we're going to have to go a whole month without an XFactor fix. I can make it, but can you? All right, let's move along. Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four number 572, Jonathan Hickman. Where have you been, man? Jonathan Hickman does incredible stuff. I mean, this is so awesome. It feels so good to read a Fantastic Four book the way this has been done. This is phenomenal. I loved it. This is the way a Fantastic Four book should be written. Somebody needs to tell that to Mark Millar. No disrespect to Mark Millar. Mark Millar writes some good stuff, but he just couldn't write Fantastic Four. Take a note. This is how it needs to be done. I'm not going to say anything about the story because I don't want to spoil even a small detail. All I'm going to say is this book was awesome. Pick it up. Certainly worth it. It's only $2.99. How can you miss out? This was awesome. One of the best books of the week, for Marvel anyway. Let's keep moving. Ms.Marvel, number 46. Yeah, okay. Ms.Marvel 46, the conclusion of the War of the Marvel storyline concerning, you know, Ms. Marvel, Carol Danvers, Captain Donovan, and Carla Softman, a.k.a. Moonstone. Oh, this was good. This definitely stepped up from the last issue. This was really good. Brian Reed, you know, not too many people like his stuff, but oh my God, this was good. This was really good. This book here reminded me why I think Ms. Marvel's awesome. And that's all I need to say. I mean, and the ending is kind of like the ending. It makes sense. I mean, this book makes almost perfect sense. Not perfect exactly, but almost there. It's really good. It's another one of those books you got to read the whole thing to understand it, but it's so well done. I actually liked it. This right here, this issue reminded me why I like Ms. Marvel. All right, let's keep rolling. Green Lantern 47. Abin Sur returns. Continuation of the Green Lantern crossover with Blackest Night, and awesome. Simply awesome. Jeff Johnson, congratulations for winning that award, by the way. It's Screen. I didn't watch it, but I heard good things about it. Oh, this was awesome as well. Jeff Johns, Doug Mankey. Just brilliant everything. Continuations with the Blackest Night. More mind games with Sinestro, you know, conflict in between, and they realize he's got a partner up with Hal Jordan. Hal wants to call the shots. No, it's not really surprised there, but it was good, very, very, very good. I just don't know what else to say. It's just, I mean, it's Green Lantern, but it wasn't the best Blackest Night book of the week, which is a little shocking, when, in fact, it was one of these. Let's move on. Blackest Night Titans number 3. This is the conclusion of the Blackest Night Titan story, and now, when it comes to DC books, this was incredible. I mean, this is how Titans should have been written from the beginning, you know, but nobody told Sean McKeever that. I mean, the stuff I saw in this book just made me go, damn! You know, the stuff with Donna Troy, the stuff with Beast Boy and Terra, and all the other stuff with Hawk and Dove, it's just, wow. I mean, come on. I mean, J.T. Cruel and Ed Bennis do a great job presenting this book. I was thoroughly mesmerized by how well this book was done. And according to Ken Jackson, and I agree with him, that book and this book tie for DC's books of the week. This is Blackest Night number 4. I'm not going to say a damn thing about the story. All I'm going to say is, holy shit, buy this book, last page, predictable, but still awesome. Simply awesome. Get this book. I don't want to say anything. If you want to know anything about the story, buy it. Read it. Love it. I know you will. Well, that's it for this week in comic books. I know there was a couple of books I missed, but ran out of money. So thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget to subscribe. Remember, follow me YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. So until next time, everybody, I'll see you later.